All right, welcome to episode 110. We're finally in double digits of Those Millennials podcast. Today, I'm your humble, gracious, and highly favorite host.
Triple digits.
Triple digits.
I mean, we've been in
Triple digits.
Never mind.
I'm here with my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Jesse's here, rocking his Bills. Oh, is that Wu-Tang? That's the Bills Woo, right? Hat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got the Bills Woo hat on.
Yeah.
Rell's here wearing his one of his staples, Yankee hat. How's the Yankees doing?
First place, best record in baseball, first team to 20 wins, best ERA in Major League Baseball. Nothing, just my little shit,
Yeah, we didn't come here for baseball talk, but Rell,
fuck
thank
you,
Rell. Sheesh. A lot has happened and transpired over the weekend, and a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of music we're gonna get to, but I know Rell would like to get
got that second L, bro.
Look, oh man, Rell. So this will tie in perfectly because Rell will talk about what happened last weekend when the draft was here, to give his experience being a little thotty down on the strip. When all the celebs was down here, but my experience. So I this weekend I was on the strip for a little bit before the Canelo fight. I went to go see Multiverse of Madness.
Wait, he fought in Vegas?
Yeah.
And now when I tell you, I saw a grown man crying over the Canelo loss. I saw a grown man crying over Canelo loss, man. Again,
they lost a lot of money. That big.
I don't have any dog in the fight. Canelo's been good. Anytime you haven't lost in over 9 years at something, you're doing something pretty damn fucking good.
But because a lot of grown ass men lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of grown ass men, and it wasn't even close.
Well, Vegas won for sure.
Vegas did, but it wasn't even close. And shout out to Mayweather. We know what you did. You like to show that you won money, but we know you bet both sides. We know you bet both sides, bro.
Bet both sides. That's how you do it. Quick tangent, real quick. Does anybody think Drake has a gambling problem?
Whoa. Why you gotta say gambling problem? Why can't he just have fun? They like to live life.
The nigga likes to post a lot of his fucking tickets all the time. Every fucking week.
So if you play,
he bets on who's gonna get drafted for get dunked on. Yeah, he bets on who's gonna get
so that's a problem. If you do that, that's a problem.
No. I'm just saying he
okay.
He bets. I know he has the paper. I'm just saying.
What if you knew somebody who was placing certain wagers on draft picks?
All I'm saying is I know. I've just asked the question. All right. So speaking of,
you were betting draft.
Yeah, he's betting on the draft. He's betting on the draft. That means you have a problem.
I bet the Cowboys to pick an offensive player. It's good odds, bro. When you bet, it's not just anything. It's more so about the odds, nevertheless, more so about what you're betting on.
I'm starting to reconsider asking Jarrell to move to Vegas. Anyway, Rell, tell us about your experience down on the strip during the last week worth. I know it was during the draft. How did it go down there? How was the parties? How was the experience?
Draft. It was kind of crazy. Well, when I first got down there, I was actually kind of lost. So it was just a lot of shit going on between Koval and that whole link area. If you've been down there,
how are you lost?
I'm still getting familiar with these Vegas roads, bro. Like, I mean, the fact that Tropicana could get me to the airport and to the strip, I don't know. But anyways, I ended up going to the Raiders draft party. Shout out to Kylie, getting me in.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How is your name on Instagram, Vegas Very Own, but you get lost in Vegas?
Because as I'm getting out here.
This nigga, man, for the God. He makes this material up. Keep going, dog.
That don't mean I can't get lost in this fucking city, bro. Anyways.
Yeah, it does if you're Vegas Very Own.
I'm getting it to becoming my city now, they can't been out here and they ain't took over nothing, bro. I said, yeah, I gotta have to come out here.
I'm not trying to take over.
Yeah. It's become my city. Anyways, but long story short, I
saw a lot of got a lot of snow for Rell. That's why he changed up. Now he's Vegas very old. How quick niggas switches up, huh? Been out in Cali for so long. Now he's Vegas very old.
Exactly.
Very old. Okay.
Yeah. Don't say you a Cali nigga no more.
Nigga, why I put this brim on so you niggas can stand on it? Get off my head.
That was actually a good one. That was his first good joke. Get your shit off.
But anyways, what I really realized that it's just like there was a bunch of places that were just like, why are there women here? Or like there was a bunch of like there was a bunch of like a bunch of like Instagram models, not even on some like sexualized shit, but it was just like, oh, like it's heavy influx of of the opposite sex, so and it's just like, and it's not like just, oh, they just there for a good time type shit. Somebody was trying to get drafted, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of that. I was able to sneak, I was able to add to the roster a couple fourth and fifth rounders that didn't get selected by a first rounder, and shout out to those chicks that we exchange information. But
see what you were supposed to do was say, hey, I know such and such. I'm his boy who grew up with. We at the Win. You need to follow me to the Win tonight.
What I tried walking through the hotels and hopping on the phone saying, what the fuck you mean I got cut? You know what I'm saying?
you gotta be a big and shape nigga like that. You gotta like Jeff will be able to get that shit off. Jeff, my nigga, shout out to Black. Jeff will be able to get that shit off. He'd be on the phone like, yo, what you mean I'm not getting drafted?
Yeah, that's what I was. I was trying to pull that one off to get some none, but that didn't work out, because a couple of was looking at him. I said, well, I came all the way out to Vegas. I ain't even getting drafted. What the fuck you mean I'm at the draft? Like, so that didn't work. But other than that,
tell the 49ers I don't care.
I was just gonna walk through the hotel with just a full helmet and in jersey on. And tell them I just got out of practice. But needless to say, the fourth and fifth rounder, ladies, thank you. You guys made Vegas. You guys always make Vegas fun, because those be the ones that be really trying to have fun is the fourth and fifth rounders. They want to be with NFL niggas, but they know like my pussy not that good.
Wow. I didn't go down there obviously, but I did hear. I heard a lot of crazy stuff that was going on down there. I heard like the wait times for restaurants and stuff. So obviously,
2 hour and 35-minute waits for restaurants.
It was dumb. All right. So while we wait for Jesse, we lot of music dropped. Or I can start with this. I can start with internet shit because I know Rell will probably talk about this. I know we're all relatively young. We're all in our early 30s, but we all take this mantra of being old niggas on the internet, which we kind of are. First and foremost, let me start by saying rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. But what the ladies were doing, dancing on Kevin Samuels' head.
I wasn't sure if we was allowed to say rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm saying
whoa. I thought you were
rest in peace to Kevin Samuels.
Whoa, he get us turned off.
Women was dancing on this nigga's grave like he called them ugly or something. And it just Kevin Samuels only been again, and let me start by saying this. I do not agree with most of what he said, of the stuff he said. Some of the stuff I can kind of see. But like most of the stuff he said, I never followed him. I never watched his show like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always heard from him like third hand, like from the Good Girls Bad Decisions pod, or the See the Thing Is, or Joe Budden, or Rory Maul. Like I always heard it from like third hand about some of the stuff that he said on the internet. He's only been hot for like 2 years if you want to keep it a buck and a half. Like he hasn't really been out here.
Yeah,
but the way women, and it was a lot, and we can't just say younger people too, because there was a lot of older women flaming him on the internet, just being happy for a man being out of here. That shit was disgusting, and just it kind of fucked me up. And again, no matter, I don't like. Yeah, you cannot agree with what some of the man's views and how he felt about shit, but that don't give you the right to disrespect. And just like his mom found out on the internet about his passing. which was crazy. It took a long time for like the blogs and for anybody to get confirmation when it dropped that like the possibility of him being gone because nobody knew. But yeah, that's all I had to say, man. That the internet, like, this is y'all. That was some disgusting shit on my timeline, and it really. I mean, if it wasn't for NBA, which I'm a millennial in this aspect. When I watch NBA games, I'm on Twitter watching the NBA games. But yeah, that shit was disgusting. And if y'all ain't got nothing to add, we can just move on.
I can add some to it. I just want to say, like, I just wish that we get back to where, like, and this kind of ties into even to with like slightly a little bit to that Dave Chappelle shit. It's just that like him getting attacked. I just wish people learn how to just turn people off. Like if you don't like something, like I'm big on that now. Like like if you don't like what you're hearing and what you got going on, or even if you disagree with what the nigga was talking about, like I never followed him. I didn't give a fuck what he said. She but at the same time, I just think Kevin Samuel, the people, you shouldn't celebrate death. Like I'll give like
they were like I said, they was dancing on his grave. That's what
like Trump could die tomorrow, and I'm not gonna be like fuck that nigga. I'm just gonna be like he should.
Women were making lists again. This was me. This is probably my fault because I go through comments and stuff like a lot of millennials and shit do. Like I just go. I a lot of times I go to comments just for funnies. Like I'm going for laugh and I'm going for threads and stuff. But like women were literally doing aha and then making lists of people that they want dead that are currently alive. Like women were just doing some wild outlandish shit, and then we can get off of this, man, because this is just gonna fuck up my mood. Jesse, you ain't got nothing to add, right? We can be straight.
All I would say is
rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
I guess I'm not for a person that like downs black women.
No, I agree. I 100%. I said you weren't here. I said that off the top. I didn't agree with a lot of what he stand for, but like.
You could disagree and not want him the nigga to be
2 years of he's only been hot for 2 years. 2 years of what he was saying does not take away from 50 whatever years of what he was doing in his life. That's wild to me.
No, here's what I would say. You guys, all right, but I will say this. Those 2 years, all it takes is a few people to listen to that and continue that agenda. Now, am I saying dance on a person's grave? No, I'm not about that. I'm not about dance on people's grave.
But there were women there was literally women saying he saved my marriage. These were women too, and then they got flamed. That's what was killing me. And see, I'm gonna keep it a buck too. So I wasn't even gonna take here.
But here's what
I wasn't even gonna take here.
Here's my thing about things. When they say, "Oh, he saved my marriage," or this at this. I didn't listen to everything he said. A lot of things he said were kind of like problematic or things I've seen. I've like watched a couple things. I'm not sitting there saying he didn't do positive or anything. I will just say this. Just because he did some good things, there's a lot of things that create a negative atmosphere that has already been there about black women that is just like, you're continuing that and you're making it worse. So that's my issue with it, where it's just like, there was already like these stereotypes of black women, and when you continue those things, all you're doing is giving people ammo. That being said, does that take away from what like every person doesn't just do bad? You know what I mean? Their intentions.
Like I said, my only issue was people dancing on his grave.
Yeah, of course. That's why I was like, I don't do that. Intentions don't stay. Like a lot of people don't go in with the intention of like being bad or feeling and like trying to do something negative. They do it with the sense of trying to be like, I'm trying to do a good thing. But except for like Trump, but he was trying to do a good thing for people like him. So it's like everybody has their intention of trying to do right, but it's not for everybody. And that's how I feel about it. But I didn't know about the dance on the grave. I'm not here for that. Even with the toxic shit he did, said, I'm not here for dancing on somebody's grave. They're gone, move on. Life goes on.
Like I said, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, and thoughts and prayers to all his family. His mom, who found out on Instagram, on social. thoughts and prayers. All right. So, damn, that was a long intro. We're recording this on a Monday. We're recording this on a Monday evening. Boston just beat Milwaukee in a pretty stupid game. Thanks, Coach Bud. So let me give the updated playoff picks before we get into our music. So we weren't just for those listening. We have a contest between us three, which Jesse is leading right now. I think by 2 points. If I'm not
two.
Jesse's winning. I forgot how many points he winning by,
but Jesse's winning.
No, Jesse's winning.
Wait. Recap it. You got to recap everything. You got to recap everything.
All right, I got to recap all of it. Okay, so for those who are listening, who've been listening,
nobody wants to hear about Jesse being in the first place.
We're only for now because this we're having an NBA.
We're having an NBA bet contest where the losers have to wear shirts on the pod. They have to wear something on the pod that the winner has picked it and chosen and made or whatever. We picked the first round. We picked 3 games. We picked 3 series out of the first round, and Jesse was tallied to be the winner. So now our second round for the second round.
Oh, I'm just saying recap how I ended up there.
How many points you got?
What was the ones I chose and like y'all chose and why we're currently standing there at
Jesse, you picked the Nets in 7. That didn't go well because they got swept. So that's your bad pick.
I don't know why you started with that one.
That's the one I want to start with.
You ain't gonna start with your Toronto Raptors choice. You're not gonna start with that when you do it. I'm talking about yourself, but go ahead.
Then you picked the Grizz in 6, which is what you got the 3 points for because you hit it exactly on the nose versus the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, was it?
You hit that one.
They went 7, right?
6. No, they won 6. They won 6.
We haven't had a game 7.
Yeah, we haven't had a game. And then you picked the 76ers in 6 as well against Toronto, which that went as well, right? Or they went 5. No, that was 6. That was 6. So you hit both of those. We don't need to talk about us. So you're winning.
Okay.
That's all you wanted to hear.
I'm trying to tell you. You got to.
That's all you wanted to hear.
Yeah. No, the nigga wanted the 2 horn.
No, you're winning.
No.
So I'm trying to get
for everything for everybody.
No, we don't have to.
Why? Because you don't want to bring up the damn Raptors.
No.
You chose the Raptors to sweep the Sixers.
I chose the Raptors 6. Who cares? Okay, it's
over. Say 6. You said a sweep.
Jesse, we have Jesse, we have a pod to get to. We have a lot of topics to get to.
All right, whatever.
So for the second round, which we haven't recorded, which I made sure we picked before the series started. We only picked 3 series because Joel Embiid looked like he wasn't going to be most likely a participant in this round, but he's back now. So Jesse picked the Warriors in 6. We picked a lot of the same picks, by the way. So we all picked. So let me just do it this way: we all picked the Warriors in 6, and then Jesse picked the Celtics in 6, and then you picked the Suns in 7. Rell, you picked. Along with the Warriors in 6, you picked the Celtics in 7 and the Suns in 6, and then I picked the Celtics in 6, which I wish I could have changed, and I picked the Mavs in 7. So that's where everything stands is right now, and then when the conference finals start, we'll all pick, and then probably most likely we'll do where the points. Whoever hits it on the nose will probably get more points, and that's how we'll go from there. All right. So, where do you guys want to start first with music? I know Jesse's not here right now. Rell, where do you want to start with music first? Do you want to talk about your favorite white guy industry plant, or do you want to talk about Kendrick Lamar? You're muted. Rell, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Call me on stage, coach, because I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about Wack.
Okay, so Jack Harlow dropped his album. Come Home.
Wack 100?
No, Wack Harlow.
Come Home, The Kids Miss You album. Rell, just go.
I just after year after year after year, music tries to come out with the folklore, like, they say like these guys aren't talented people, but when you have people like and it's not even a comparison thing, because when you look at other white rappers such as Mac Miller, the great Asher Roth, Chris Webby,
great Gastrov.
My biggest issue with Jack Harlow is that I feel like if chicks didn't want to ride his face, his music wouldn't be good. So, and I think that's half of it, is that bitches want to sit on his face and niggas don't even like his music. So it's just that's how I feel. If he wasn't an attractive nigga, nobody would give a fuck about what he's saying. He got the fucking White Man Can't Jump, bro. I hadn't even seen the goddamn movie. He had a line on that song with Drake where he said, I'm cold. It's a home game, Minnesota. What? Like the production is from the early 2000s. That Drake verse sounded like it was from 4 years ago, because even Pusha T said that verse sounds old. Like, Drake gave him a dark demo tape playing verse that he left off.
What's funny is that Wayne verse sounded old too.
Nobody's giving Jack any new shit.
And then like blue plat.
Yeah. And like, if we're just supposed to sit here and everybody just supposed to be like, oh, like he's the one, like this is the drop.
He's getting pushed.
He's being shoved down our throats.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
Tour with City Girls. Let's see me know. You know what's going on now. We know. We know what's going on.
Rell, you do a lot of conspiracy talk, but this is not one of those.
No. We know what's going on now. We know what's going on. Why is City Girls going on tour with Jack Harlow? You explain that to me. Why City Girls are going on tour with Jack Harlow?
Ratchet music.
What kind of fan base is the Jack Harlow? The nigga trying to make sure his arena's getting sold out, because niggas ain't going to see Wack like that.
All right. So honestly, you think City Girls makes his arena sell out?
It'll bring women in.
I mean, you also started it out by saying,
"Are we gonna have any kind of album breakdown of this album, or are we just gonna talk about him and?"
Oh yeah, let me break it down, because I've given it several spins. Like I said, if I had to give some kind of like, I would say the best track on it, I would assume that it would be the Drake track that he had. There's another track, because there's only two really good tracks on here. That Young Harleezy's a nice track too. But other than that, this shit was just, an hour and no, actually not even an hour, 45 minutes of mid, so
he said all that and it was mid to him. The mid is wide ranging for Rell. All right, so real quick.
Hold on. How is mid wide ranging?
Because you called movies that you've liked mid, but you've also
I've never said that.
You just trashed Jack Harlow for 10 minutes right now, saying it was whack. So your mid is wide ranging.
I mean, you also did call, which I don't think you're like that far off, but you did call Revenge of the Dreamers mid.
There you go. Your mid is wide ranging.
Mixtape mid though. Mixtape mid.
No, that's what I meant.
Mixtape mid. Yeah.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna give my quick album review. I'm unlike Rell, I didn't necessarily like this album like that either, but I will talk about some positives.
You a Harlow fan?
Yeah, because he's a Jack Harlow fan.
I'm not. He does get a lot. He does get a lot of industry backing though.
Hold on. Is there any credence to what I have to say that if chicks didn't want to have sex with him, he wouldn't be that popular?
No, I think he can rap. I think he can rap. I do think he can rap.
Can we preface this by saying Nelly was your favorite rapper at one point in time, though?
Nelly was one of the GOATs. Yeah, absolutely. One of the hottest selling rappers of his time. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why Jack Harlow's can rap.
Don't you ever compare Nelly to Jack Harlow
No, Jesse did that. I didn't compare him to Jack. I didn't compare him to
just saying, when you say that Jack Harlow can rap, Nelly's your favorite rapper.
No, Nelly makes Jack part of music.
I think Nelly can rap too. Jack Harlow can rap.
You want to know what Nelly's best verse was? Nelly's best verse was in the freestyle that he did in the hip hop awards against Kevin Hart and the other niggas, Nick Cannon and all them, and JB Smooth. That was Nelly's best verse.
All right, so real quick, my album review. Best songs on the album to me was just I like Dua Lipa, and that was pretty much it. I feel like this Justin Timberlake Parent Trap song was awful. Really, so I agree with Rell on this thing. All the features on the album were bad.
Yeah.
Every feature on the album is bad.
How does that feel, Kev? You sick being critical of somebody?
You swear like I'm a Jack Harlow fan. I'm being honest right here. I'm being 100% honest.
I just never heard you be
anything,
you know?
I wish Jack would have rapped like his last song on the album. The whole album, he gave me what I wanted for the album on the last track, which is called, let me see.
You didn't like Young Harleezy? You didn't
Nobody's
like Young
getting to it.
State Fair. So he gave me literally the State Fair was the song where I was like, man, if you would have rapped like this the whole album, this would have been.
It don't matter. Ain't nobody getting to the last track of the album.
The song with him. Oh, actually, I'm tripping. The song with him and Pharrell is probably the best. Is the best probably track on the album. But other than that, I agree. Not good.
So, question for you.
Not really good for his second debut, but he's getting a lot of backing. But he did sell over 75,000 units in his first week. And
can I ask you a question?
Hard time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. What's up?
Will it win album of the year next year? Because I'm pretty sure it will.
No. It's not album of the year material at all.
It might be rap album of the year. Because you know how they play with our shit. So it may win rap album of the year.
He doesn't have a song like what Thrift Shop. There's no Thrift Shop on this album from the win album of the year, bro. Relax. Thrift Shop was at,
you know.
But I mean, this is today's music. Today's music is you being average, and then you make your following on social media. And
I feel like he's I feel like he's the male Cardi B in the aspect where I feel like his half like you know, and I'm just being honest when I say when I talk about this in the aspect.
But I like some of Cardi B's music.
I like some, and I like what's popping. You know, I like I like what's popping. I like Tyler Hero. He even made Tyler Hero work on this game. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tyler Hero came back this year with a jumper because Jack Harlow got in the gym with him. But I just overall feel that it's the Cardi effect where I feel like this half of it is because of social media tie. A social media tie, and that he is just an attractive guy, and I don't really think that people are going to really I don't say hold him accountable, but I think that there was a video with these chicks and they were like playing his music, and like every time he had like one of his little cheesy ass punchlines, like they would like yell and shit, and I was just like, You don't do that to Jack Harlow's music, where it's like,
Yo.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Y'all get me? Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all still on Jack Harlow? I thought we moved to Kendrick Lamar. Why are we still talking about Jack Harlow?
Jesse didn't give his take on it. And then you froze out.
No, so. All right. So y'all want to talk about Kendrick and his song?
By the way, that drink is disgusting. Don't God, that shit is horrendous.
What is that?
I don't know. It should be thrown away though.
Nigga, you over there drinking Rouge? Nigga.
It's mezcal.
And Rell is,
Lindsay.
for those watching on YouTube, Rell has not drank anything so far. Oh man, what is happening? No, okay.
Beer rare.
Right there. All right. So
God.
The Heart Part 5 music video dropped. So what do you guys think about the music video and the song itself? Let me start.
Right when I first saw it.
Let me start by saying, thank God for Kendrick and songs with 3 verses again. I've been on this for the longest. Bring back songs with 3 verses again. Jeez Louise.
No, I'm not. I don't think songs have to be 3 verses. I think you give your best, whatever that is.
I miss the era of songs with 3 verses. I do.
But there's been a lot of music where it's like, the third verse is trash, or they just added a third verse because they need.
This was definitely not the case.
No, definitely. That's why I'm like. To me, there's certain rappers. Just say what you got to say. Ain't no need to follow the rules or the standard of a song and move on.
Jesse, some songs nowadays go for 2 minutes and 12 seconds and they consider them songs.
Bro, that's fine.
I think that's trash. But go ahead.
I don't like short songs. That shit.
I don't like them, but I don't hate them. Like I said, if that's the like the song, there's one song on the Pusha T album. It's literally feels like one verse, and it's like, I'm cool with that. He said all he had to say on it and move on. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
All right, y'all want to talk about the track now?
Let's do it.
Go ahead. So, did anything you didn't like, Jesse?
I mean, I think the video makes it 10 times better.
He had to drop it that way.
He wrote he rapped to visually match what he was saying and he had a visual idea of what he was doing with the song, which I love that. I mean, to me, it's usually like you make the song and then let's create a music video. And a lot of times the music video is just whatever. But it seemed like that song, the lyrics, everything, he already had in mind what he was planning to do.
What do you think about the faces that he chose to do the video?
I mean, my favorite one is Nipsey. I think everybody's is going to be. Well, let me not say everybody's, but my favorite one is Nipsey. I think it's very poignant that he used the verse he used or the line he used when he was Will Smith. Was very, it stands out, and that was a good choice. Even with Kanye. So I like they're polarizing faces, and they hold a spot in people's hearts, and for some people, and these are the most popular artists out, and whether it's music, acting, all that stuff. I think I didn't have an issue with it. I thought they all spoken. He was basically talking about culture and being better, being better people, right? And what doing for the culture sometimes can bring, and the things that I'm doing like a very bare fucking scratching the surface of the track, but it was very important for him to speak on that for him. And I think that the faces that he used matched the lyrics that he had. And it it worked out. I think it is. I mean, I still gotta listen to the track like 10 times. When it comes to Kendrick, you gotta listen to shit like 10 times. But I so far on the surface, it's a great track.
I would
a great
say
music video.
I would say when the first time going into this, I just didn't know what to expect, and low key I was twisted when I was looking at it, and so it was kind of tripping me out. And I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, why is his face changing? So I had to really sit down and grasp what the fuck was going on in this. But when he raps from the perspective of Nipsey Hussle, that is some elite rapping 101. Like, so yeah. I've been a Kendrick fan since Section 80. I've watched him grow from his whole career. So from this perspective, like when he's rapping, to see him rap it now, like I'll be honest with you, I got goosebumps when I first seen this, and it's like I didn't know what the fuck to expect with this album. I still don't know what to expect with this album. The rapping, even to hell, he had to write that Will verse probably like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that Will verse just had to be done. You know, like how long ago could that Will verse have been done? Maybe he had the Jesse and the Ye, you know. But
let's keep in mind, maybe that wasn't like, let's not call it a Will verse, man. Those lyrics were already there, and it just happened to fit Will. I think he could have used that a number of people at that point in time, but Will just stood out to him. So, but continue. Sorry.
No, yeah, but I just say ultimately, like, I think this is what you call elite rapping 101. Like move out the way, Jack. Anybody else release? Like the fact that I have to wait another week for this shit pisses me off. It makes sense that you put the bad shit before you get this shit, because I'm gonna need time with this album, because I don't know what the fuck to expect, because Kendrick has literally surprised me with each album. The first Hurt on Damn, you know, you go Damn and you look at the track lists from Damn, you got DNA, you got Ya, you got Blood. You look at the explanation of each song, and then you got To Pimp a Butterfly, the interview with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? How he was going to call it originally the To Pimp a Caterpillar, and then you know the message in that, and when he was rapping about the perspective of a homeless man, from how much $1 costs, to the very beginning where he was talking about Shireen, and what Shireen could have been a metaphor for anything in life. You know, when he was when he was talking, just so. This we even tell that that's why people say, "Oh, Kendrick fans, you thinking about this shit too deep." I'm like, look, listen to the music and the album. Everything has another meaning to it. Like, so I just love that coming from it. I mean, even so, everything that he's dropped, like I said, has always been something versed in, like I say, the van, and I felt when I listened to his very first album, Good Kid, Mad City, it feels like a fucking movie to me. Like it just, you know what I'm saying? Like just when the way talking to him, mama calling on him, and then by the end of the album, when his mom, tell him like, I hope you give back, I hope you make a change, like that shit is just all, I don't know, I love that shit. But I know I'm rambling, but go ahead, Kev, what you think about it?
Oh no, I like you guys said everything for the most part. You guys know I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but I am excited for this album.
Sorry about that.
Like I said, I'm not a big Kendrick fan, but I'm excited for
music. Why do you say that?
Why does it bother you that I'm not a Kendrick fan?
Because it does. Because it really does. Well, you never really explained it to me.
Not every artist is for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's.
Can we also talk about other music that dropped this week?
What else dropped this week? Come on.
I've been listening to LMA's new album. I've been rocking to that. I don't know if you guys checked that out.
I've been playing the Kalani.
I've been playing that. Also because of one of my pods, I've been listening to the Bad Bunny album just because he makes really good music, even though I can't understand shit he says. It's just really, really, really good.
If you like good beats, yeah, it is.
It's really, really dope. Really, really dope. So I've been
his sounds
to that. His sound.
I like production.
So it's really, really good. Like I said, I'm gonna need a translator, but it's really, really good. So I've been listening to those two.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. And just enjoy it as is. There's a lot. I listen to a lot of Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Being Nigerian, I can understand some of they broken, but I can't understand when they go into Yoruba or into the language they speak. A lot of people would say they don't really
At least you
understand.
try. You know?
Yeah.
Just listen and enjoy. I sometimes how I feel about music a lot of times is, yeah, you may not be able to understand it sometimes, but it's something that it does that touches you, and just go with that. And you eventually you could look up what it means. But just
I recently just started like differentiating my playlists and like for like workouts and shit. Like I would just cut on like albums and just work out like I'm gonna just cut like I'm just gonna bang out through this album. And I realized low key was fucking up like my workout because it'd be like, it'd be like, damn, I don't even like this track. And now I'm like low key like now I'm tight around 6 now. You know what I'm saying? Except for if I got X gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm here with the shit, So
I think we kind of talked about this on the pod before.
Fuck you, nigga. What, Kev made a face. Nah, I'm sorry. Nah. I wasn't gonna let that slide.
I got a question for y'all.
Our podcast listeners they just randomly heard you say fuck me. The YouTube people, I guess, saw I made a face, but
he said that you made a face. You let him know.
I didn't make a face.
Yeah, Kev was being an ass. Sorry, guys.
So I have different kind of playlists for different times of my workout. What do you guys like when you work out? You like fast-paced music? Do you like that gym music that they like to do a lot of EDM techno shit?
Kev don't even look like he lifts, so
going and you want to pump it out. What do you like, Kev?
What do I listen to while I'm working out? This is boring, but I listen to podcasts now.
Jesus Christ!
That's when I'm working out now.
I'm
sorry to give you the boring answer.
Sorry. Before you started listening to podcasts when you work out, that means if you can listen to a podcast, you like music that is, you don't necessarily need something upbeat to listen to get your workout done.
No. I listen. I mean, for me, just anything that's not R&B, I can listen to. Like you said, Afro beats. I can listen to poppy shit. I can listen to oldies and work out if I really wanted to. And obviously hip hop. I don't really have a rock playlist. I have a couple rock songs I like on my workout playlist, but they're all like movie based, like shit like that. But other than that, yeah.
You don't got no Limp Bizkit on there?
Nah, I'm not working out to Limp Bizkit. I got what's the one? I got the Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I got that
Limp Bizkit?
That's not Limp Bizkit. But yeah, that's what I listen to for that.
Bro, what you try to go to?
I've gotten into new trap. So this new, I like a lot of this new ratchet shit, this new Atlanta shit. I've been, been getting into a lot of, when I work out, that's when I really try to consume the newest music that I won't normally try to listen to on a regular. So most of this new trap shit, but lately anything low key, anything Barter 6. I love about working out to the Barter 6. That's one of my favorite ones.
Speaking of the Barter 6,
yeah.
Damn, got that Rico.
Yeah, Young Thug. Yeah, just got arrested. That's crazy.
And Gunna.
All right, so to finish the pod off, do you guys want to talk about it?
Let me give mine. Damn.
Oh, my bad, G. Go ahead.
So mine's a little different. When I'm on the treadmill and I'm running, or if I'm running outside, I think I've said this before, but I do like listening to like R&B or old school R&B. Sometimes I got like a little list of songs that I go to, and it's just, it's to mellow me out and just stay at pace. Like nothing to like really get me going too fast, too slow, just at a pace, and I just cruise, and it just gets me through it. But when I go to like working out with the weights, when I'm listening to music, I always got to start with Till I Collapse. And then when I'm feeling...
That sounds like a ritual now.
All right, whatever.
Call it what you want to call it.
And then I
Creature habit.
when I need that mid one to get me over the hump, I go to that this is 10%. However.
Oh yeah, 10% hustle, 20%. Yeah.
Oh, this is 10% luck, 20% skill.
Who's that? Mims? Is that Mims?
Not Mims, nigga.
I thought it was Mims.
Is that Fall Out Boy? I don't know.
No, it's not. Damn, I swear I hate you.
I got him. I don't know where my phone's at, but it's who are they? I forgot.
I only know of that song because of NBA Live. I can't remember what year. I want to say 2003. I think I want to say 2003.
Yeah, that song was kind of down our throats. And they played it like every playoff.
Concentrated power of will. 5% pressure, some 50% pain, some shit like that. Yeah, that one's cool. Sheesh, do y'all want to talk about this Dave Chappelle getting tackled on stage?
Yeah, we can.
All right, so not far from where Jesse is in Los Angeles, California. Dave Chappelle, was it at the Netflix festival?
Mm-hmm. It's actually the dude rapper name. Sorry, was Fort Minor. So yeah, Mims.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
Mims.
The level of disrespect. That was
pretty much.
Okay. Name a second Fort Minor song.
We know what? You know what? We apologize to Mims. We apologize.
Oh yeah, exactly. Sorry, Fort Minor. Name a second Fall Out. Sorry, Fall Out Boy.
Huey, keep naming other rappers. Huey,
Chingy,
two pistols.
Name another Fort Minor song, Kev. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact song as the other one. I think they did like 10 remixes of it.
It's Louise, man. God, you made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, so Dave Chappelle got tackled on stage at the end of his set while he was introducing Mos Def and Talib. He was tackled by, I guess, some amateur rapper.
It's Yasin Bey. No more Mos Def, bro.
And, say that one more time.
Yasin Bey.
That was the rapper's name.
No, he's talking about you. You said Mos Def was there.
He don't go by Mos Def no more.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. Yeah. So, Rell, you had an interesting perspective. You and Chris was talking about this in the chat about this is the cause of Will Smith, which I think is cap.
You were talking to God. You was talking to Zeus. Right? You was talking to Zeus.
Why do you think that?
I wouldn't say it's a direct descendant of what Will Smith did, but I would say this, that it's just, we're now in a shock culture. People can't just say, I'm not gonna deal with this. A dude came here in Las Vegas when I saw Dave Chappelle last and literally bought a ticket and waited for just a moment. And he just stood up and just started like talking shit to Dave Chappelle. So I was just surprised this hasn't happened before, to be honest with Dave Chappelle. I just don't feel like Will Smith displayed, I don't like what you say, I'm going to do something about it. He displayed it and got away with it. And now we live in a society now where we're here. You have comedians coming out saying, I'm afraid to do comedy. Where it's like, that was the wall. Where it was like, you could you was on that stage with that mic. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like that wall now has been taken away because of like the fact that we have to take cell phones. Okay, yeah, no. The fact that they take cell phones probably because the same material as well, but also sometimes I feel like the comedians want to get more in depth.
They let the knife get in. That's a breach.
Dog.
That's crazy.
Dog. And I don't know if this
Dave could have been out of here.
Dog. That's what I'm saying. Who's the security? How did he get in there?
Could have been out of here.
And I just have a problem with just the fact that that people are no longer. Like I said, if you don't agree with Dave Chappelle says, just don't fuck with him. Just don't listen to him. That's all I see. Like that's how I ultimately see it.
So, well, just before I let you talk, I'm not familiar with this rapper that went after him. I've heard
Stop calling him a rapper. Nigga put out 2 songs. Ain't nobody listen to one of them shit except for him and his motherfucking mama. He's not a rapper. The nigga worked
whoever. Okay,
he ain't no Fort Minor.
No key.
Fucking Louise.
Is it? How are we not sure this not the same dude?
Anyway,
Dave Chappelle probably he could be on.
Does anybody think this was a potential attack by the LGBTQ community? Because they were again. I'm just going off what I've seen on the internet and just take this for what because
hot mic.
A lot of stuff is coming out that I'm not just trying to spew stuff. That maybe this person is a part of that community and he decided to go after him.
Nah, look, here's the problem I have with that question.
Okay.
Because nope, I'm not gonna do that. All I will say is this. Because I was gonna say something that
what's the name of that song again by Fort Minor?
Yeah, remember the name.
There we go. We sure did do that. We sure did do that.
For Minor, we for damn sure forgot it.
What I would say is this: the reason why I wouldn't say, "Oh, this is a attack," but they ain't gonna send one person up there to do something like that. You know what I mean? That's just. There had to be a lot of luck going into that, thinking that you would be capable of doing something like that as a group. And if you, to me, it's undermining, no D in there, what they're about and the growth, and just saying like that's, even though you can go on Twitter and all this stuff and say stuff, they wouldn't be doing something like that. Now, I get the comparison to the Will Smith incident. I can see what Rell's saying, and someone else has brought it up to me before too. So I didn't think so. I actually brought up, because of what Dave Chappelle has said before, and maybe but watching this whole thing, I'm not going to make any conclusions now. I'm just going to, until he speaks,
I'll make a conclusion. His boys stomped a mud hole in his ass.
I was about to say, until he gets that hand, until he get that arm, that hand,
that's
those
my
hands.
He looked like a cartoon character.
Yeah, back.
Do y'all think this is going to be an issue moving forward?
No, I don't. The true issue is it's the same thing as what it was.
The true issue is that Dave Chappelle locks up phones, but for some reason knives couldn't get locked.
But
it wasn't your normal venue though.
But the whole
I know.
But Kev, you're saying he locks up phones. How did we see the footage?
He didn't lock up. It wasn't a stand up for him. He didn't lock him up.
He didn't lock up phones. They didn't lock up phones. So
he was just a host.
Also, there's always those people that have multiple phones on them too. That I've heard about that from Dave Chappelle.
But look,
that's true.
Here's what I would say.
There's people, they'll go and they'll have multiple phones and they say, yeah, my phone's locked up.
But here's what I would say. I've walked into concerts. Them motherfuckers barely do a check on you. Security barely touches you, barely does anything. Also, if you look at security can range from an 18-year-old kid that looked like 15 that can't do anything to you.
If I was a different dude, I'd be looking at these security places at in Vegas. If I was a different kind of guy. Keep going.
Dude, and to 90-year-olds that, I wish you would try to stop me from doing something. That's kind of like how it is. So
I shouldn't think that way, but I'd be doing.
I shouldn't think that way either. But we're relying on people to be civil. That's the society. We live in a society where we expect people to be civil. This man wasn't civil. I don't think this is a death of comedy or anything. I don't think this is a troubling thing moving forward. I do think that there will be more security on stage now. I mean, that was the biggest issue with that one with Will Smith, right? Where the fuck was security? It was just this belief of decorum, belief of people doing the right thing.
He walked up so calm. I mean, we were hash this out.
And he's fucking Will Smith. Who with security gonna really
walked up so calm, Jesse? Like, nobody thought it was.
But there should have been security.
But what security gonna check Will Smith?
The simple stop of saying, "Hey, you're not." He wasn't called on stage.
Well, but they don't know the script though, Jesse.
Yeah,
but
and they're not going to stop nothing like that either, Jesse, because
so
the Oscars they're looking for a moment.
They're watching it like it's a show.
They did. They thought they were going to get a positive moment.
Hold on. You guys are treating the Oscars like it's the VMA Awards. The Oscars don't look for moments. They are purposely boring. They are purposely there's a level of decorum that they expect.
As far as the show,
if this happens at the VMAs, nobody trips. We're talking about,
but none of that was in Will Smith's character.
No, but what you guys are saying is he walked up there calmly. It doesn't matter. If you're not supposed to be on stage, you don't go on stage. That's what the expectation is. If he's supposed to, they probably thought he was going to go. They would walk him to the back. That he would go. There's different ways. The VMAs, the reason why Kanye was able to walk on that stage is because they're looking for moments, because they don't stop. The moment Kanye walked on stage to take the mic from Taylor Swift, security should have been increased from there, where it's like, you can't step on stage. And I'm not, Rell, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You think I'm saying what Kanye did was wrong. What I'm saying is you can't just walk on a stage. That's what I'm saying. It's this idea that people are going to be civil and do that.
Okay.
You guys are looking at it and thinking of saying something.
I understand it, but
you don't have to say anything about
you guys are thinking of saying something crazy here. It's an expectation of being civil. Of course, you're not going to be stopped because they expect you to be doing something civil. But at that point in time, what I'm trying to say is there's just going to be an increase in security around the stage. Why? If we know at hip hop concerts, there's security sitting there fucking waiting for anybody to jump on stage, right? Unless a person brings them on, right? That's how it's supposed to be all the time. But there's expectation of decorum, of
That's true. That's true. We don't have to rehash this, but we got.
But no, that's all I'm saying. So now that we know that the expectation is somebody may come on stage, all it will do is increase security. Now, I'll also say
they need that security from that Grizzlies game. That person that was watching that white lady that jumped on that white lady was watching the whole time.
Remember the first time it happened, the girl almost glued her damn self to the fucking. But the second time, the other one got tackled. Like that's you know what I mean. Once they're on alert, they get tackled.
She need to be hired. She need to be hired. She need to be like with the refs going from arena to arena.
Those comedians that say they're very terrified, like Amy Shoo-mer, it's cool. We terrified to see you on stage.
Amy Shoo-mer, because we want you to be scared because you're not funny at all.
We don't care for you anyways. So go ahead and go home. You're just
making if comedy's going to bring fear, so Amy Shoo-mer can stop.
I 100% agree with you. Amy Shoo-mer is not funny. 100%.
You're making an excuse to why your career is over.
The fact that she said that traumatized her was a slap in face to us or whatever. But
you want to know what
that was her best night being funny in that Oscars night that will never be remembered now.
Okay, so Kev, you're saying that was her best night.
That was her best night being funny, in my opinion.
But you want to know what's funny is? That's your opinion. You want to know what everybody else's opinion was? What? If Will Smith didn't do that, the whole talk would have been about how bad Amy Schumer was that night.
I disagree.
She was bad. Look,
I don't terrible. No, real shit. Will Smith say,
she was bad. If you go back and look at those tweets,
I think all three of them did really well. I think all three of them did really well, to be honest with you. And I think that the Will Smith.
I'm just telling you, overall, everybody's opinion was she was not doing good.
I think her.
First and foremost, I don't even know why she was there.
Again, I'm with y'all 90% of the time. I'm with y'all, Amy Schumer, but I'm just speaking my truth. That was the funniest I've ever seen her. Period in life.
Well, that's good. That's probably the last time you get to see her on stage, anyway. Since she's so scared.
So scorned.
She's so scared. It's not because her career is over.
Basically. All right. Does anybody want to say anything before we get out of here? Thank you for listening, by the way. We appreciate you guys.
Lastly, Algebra gets off. Chris Rock, let's just leave it alone.
Why?
You know, I mean, he's talking about you're going to come out and say you got smacked by the softest rapper ever. It's just like, all right, Rock, like, you got smacked though, my nigga. Like, you know, let's just, if we don't stick to facts and let facts be facts, Like, let's not talk behind the glass. Let's not talk behind a cement wall when you got smacked, my nigga.
Hey, he took that slap and he kept going.
If you're not gonna do something right now, but it's just this whole like I'm gonna talk, I'm not gonna say shit, and I'm gonna say shit, then I'm not gonna say things.
Jokes. He's a comedian. Bro, you just basically told a comedian the person.
No, I don't know. But I don't know where he said in which platform he said that in.
He just said it on stage.
He said it on stage.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe like an interview or something. I was like,
no, he hasn't done no interviews yet.
Nah, he said it on stage. He also said, because
when I read the quote, I was like, if this is an interview, like you low key at home, my nigga, like
nah. Yeah, that I agree with. Oh, not really, but I understand more. But he made a Will Smith joke after Dave Chappelle got tackled. Can we just talk about how that photo of that man being rolled out to the ambulance? Jesus Christ. They fucked that dude up, bro.
Busta Rhymes, Jamie Foxx was the first ones on stage.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes fucked his shit up.
I can't. Yeah,
and they pulled him backstage, and they
we're making jokes about how this dude got stoned, but this could have went really, really left.
It's terrifying.
It could have been really, 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 really bad.
No, it could have been terrible. But
for one of the GOATs, like it could have been really bad. So like I don't lose sight of that. Like this was a breach of security, and they need to fix their shit. And I'm sure Dave. I don't know what.
All right, wait, hold on. You're right, but a plastic gun with a knife in it. How the fuck does he get a plastic gun in?
Breach of security.
Like that just tells you how bad security was that day.
Breach.
That's how bad security was that day. Like I know they use the metal detector and they do the little pat you down and shit, but come on.
Yeah, Dave could have been out here. All right,
that's terrible security.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Watch us on YouTube. Check us out on our streaming services. If anybody doesn't have anything else to say, no.
Follow Kev on Instagram. I'm gonna do this on improv. Tell us a story.
He had to think about it.
I don't know what story I want to hear. Tell us a story. Let's keep it simple. Tell us a story of you walking out on the job. And then we'll tell that story. Then we'll have our own comments and stuff. For those that listen.
Space Jeezy, you heard that? Space God, you heard that? Make sure that's on the Instagrams. We're those millennials. And we're out.